Hello and welcome back to the Tournament of Nations. This is my fourth game out of four with Barbazul. We played 2 weeks ago? I forget when exactly, but we played the first three games. I actually won all three of them, which is great, obviously, for me. So now we're gonna wrap up the match. So I've already clinched the match victory, which is the most important thing in this format. But certainly winning the last game would also be potentially useful in case of tiebreaker scenarios. I haven't really looked into what is likely to be the case, but I know that there's still a fair number of matches in this round that haven't been played yet. So I think that could still be relevant. Anyway, all right, let's look at this board. So we have capitalism with some people on Discord we're just crapping on. And Villa, always exciting, with Ranger for draw and Menagerie for draw. That's pretty crazy strong draw. What is capitalism doing here anyway? Villa, it almost kind of doesn't matter, but you can play non-terminal farmers markets, I guess. Yeah, I can see that where that's not super exciting on this board. Trashing wise, we pretty much just want to get a recruiter. So I'm thinking gear is probably something that I want to open. My opponent got a lurker, which is kind of annoying. I don't really want to match that. I probably just won't. Workshop's pretty good here, actually. You can gain villas, you can gain rangers, you can gain menageries. Maybe I'm going to go... Is it crazy to go gear workshop? That kind of fights against the desire to hit 5 to get a recruiter. Maybe it doesn't fight against it hard enough to be a problem. Well, I'm going to get a gear. Oh, you just had a 5-2. Okay, well that's one way to do it, I suppose. That is one way to do it. All right. Yeah, I still think I want to workshop. I think workshop's going to be really strong here. All right, so we'll just play the gear, set aside the workshop, probably. I mean, we could, in theory, buy a villa, but let's see what we draw. Probably, I mean, the most likely scenario is I draw 1 or 2 estates, at which point I'd like to set aside some copper so that I'm likely to hit 5 next turn. And I could even potentially gain Villa with Workshop next turn so that I can hit 5. Alright, so yeah, we'll set aside Workshop, Copper. Probably just get another gear at this point. We could consider a menagerie, but I think right now gear is going to be better. Yeah, I don't mind having a villa just like in my deck at this point either. Because I'm going to have 3 terminals. So yeah, we'll gain a villa, and then we'll use that to gain a recruiter. Such is the plan. And pretty soon we're gonna want to start gaining. Are we gonna want rangers, or are we just gonna stick with like menagerie? I'm not sure. There's also pathfinding. There's a lot of draw on this board. A lot. Figuring out the most efficient way to make use of it is certainly going to be key to playing this board correctly. Not convinced I need to do lurker stuff. All right, so can't actually get a villa, so we might as well set these actions aside. And now, do we want to just get a menagerie? Probably, yes. At some point, we may need to invest in some money, maybe. Think about that. How far can we get without doing that? I mean, there's a little bit of virtual coin on the board, but not a ton. Well, we're certainly going to play Villa. We're going to play Recruiter. We're going to trash an Estate. That much is all very clear. Probably don't want to trigger a Shuffle, so probably don't want to play Gear. We could get another Recruiter, obviously. We can also get a we can get something else with the Workshop. We can just get a Menagerie, certainly. I do like getting another Recruiter. Yeah, let's get another Menagerie. Buy another Recruiter. So we can potentially use gear and villagers to activate Menagerie, which is fun. I think if I were going to do lurker stuff, I wouldn't want to do it unless I could do gain and play reliably with it, i.e. like play a workshop, gain a lurker, play a lurker, do stuff, sort of thing. So I want to be drawing before I want to be messing with lurker. Compared to workshop, it's non-terminal, but it takes two of them to do anything, so. Right. Yeah, so we can set aside 2 coppers, activate our Menagerie, Recruiter, trash, State. This Menagerie is only going to draw 1 card. In those 5 cards, we have another gear. I don't think we have a villa. I think we just have the 1 villa. We do have a couple more villagers. So we have 1 estate in there. We just set aside 2 coppers. That's 3 coppers. We have 2 more coppers. So 2 coppers, a gear, a recruiter, and a estate. Okay. So that's fine. Next turn we'll pick those up. We can buy a villa to activate another Menagerie if we want. So the question is, do I want to use a villager to play this villa? If I do that, then I might as well play the Menagerie, probably. I could even buy another villa to activate the Menagerie. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, so we're gonna do that. Gonna play our. We should do something with the workshop so that we can increase our terminal space if we're gonna end actions anyway. So what do we want to gain with the workshop? I mean, we could just gain another menagerie, of course. We could gain another workshop. I don't think that'd be crazy. Let's see. Like, I think we're pretty likely to draw back around to it, right? We're going to draw 3 cards. The recruiter draws 2 more, or the gear draws 2 more, and then the other one draws the workshop. I don't think we can play what that workshop draws, but getting another workshop into my deck, I think, is good. So let's do that. All right, so end actions, do that, buy Villa, play Villa, activate Menagerie, play gear. I think we don't want to set anything aside. We just want to play recruiter, trash estate, play workshop. So at this point, what do we want? We're going to get a 3 cost, so probably just get another menagerie, and then how do we increase payload without helping our opponent too much by like getting bishop? Or like thin well, I guess using recruiter to thin coppers is fine. Do we want to get a ranger now so that we have like overdraw? The menagerie should still be overdraw. We could get a farmer's market. I guess we could get a lurker. Did he leave anything in the trash? A villa? Yeah, I mean, I'd rather get both of the lurkers next turn, though. So maybe we just get more draw. Could just get 2 menageries. This board there's a lot going on. Could get the ranger, though. Start setting that up. Is this crazy to get? Probably. We probably don't want that. I think we are going to want at least a little bit of ranger draw. So I think I'm going to pick up a ranger and then buy a menagerie. Oh, this is complicated. All right, so we're going to get 4 coppers. So we can, if we want to, just immediately... Like, well, I guess we could play ranger, end actions, buy villa, activate menagerie, if we want to do that. We have recruited all of our estates already. So recruiting coppers is something we want to be doing at this point, at least kind of. But I might prefer to do that after the menagerie draw, just to make sure that I can buy villa. Because if I recruit 1 copper and then only have 3 coins and I can't buy villa and I can't activate menagerie, then my turn will be a lot more sad. So we can play villas with capitalism, but that doesn't really help anything. So I kind of think capitalism is irrelevant here. I guess you could use it to play farmers markets. Anyway, yeah, so let's play Ranger. End actions. Buy Villa. Play Villa. Play Menagerie. Play Recruiter. I guess we just trash Copper at this point. Is there still a... No, he took the Villa out of the trash, so I'm not super worried about the Lurker thing. We could obviously gain another Ranger. It's not like super relevant right now, but we are gonna want a second Ranger. What else do we want? I mean, we could get a farmer's market to increase payload. We are probably going to draw whatever you get here. And we don't need the Ranger for draw this turn, and we don't want to even play it because we want the token in this position. So I think farmer's market might actually be the way to go here. What we really want to do is snipe the farmer's market points, like, for sure. All right, Menagerie, Villa. I guess we play Gear first. So we can potentially do set aside, except I don't know if we want to do that. I don't think I want to set aside. I mean, it would activate Menagerie, but we can also just use Recruiter to do that. We want to gain another Villa. I think I actually just have 2 villas right now. I think he has the third one, because he had 2, and I had 1, and then I gained 1, and he gained... No, wait, I must have 3. The third villa was in the trash. That's right. Okay, so I do have... Is that last card Villa? I think it is. So I workshop... I mean, I could just workshop another villa, I guess. Oh, this is complicated. I don't think I want a second farmer's market right now. Workshop village saves me some villagers. That has some benefits to it. Although, I guess, do I just play Recruiter first in that case? No, I don't. All right, let's just do this. Villa, Recruiter, trash that. Villa, farmer's market. Play the Menagerie, doesn't matter. Okay, so now what? We could just grab 2 more Menageries. Really bear down on the draw. We've got the 1 Ranger. We're gonna want another Ranger next turn, but we don't necessarily want to draw it until later in the turn. So, like, I mean, I guess we're more likely to draw it if we see it. Or if we have 2 of them, we're more likely to draw it if we're more likely to see it and then you'd be able to use it for draw. That's what I'm trying to say. But maybe we have good enough draw that it doesn't matter. And so we just want to go double Menagerie. I think that's probably the case. Yeah, this is complicated. Well, the good news is this: we've got activated Menagerie right off the bat here. So as well as plenty of actions to spare. This might be the turn we grab multiple farmers markets and try to just make sure we get the points off of there, because that could be like kind of the win condition is like we drive piles and we win on farmers market points and don't ever put green into our deck, which I think this doesn't seem like a board where greening is going to be especially strong anyway. I wouldn't mind having pathfinding. Although what would you put it on? Maybe Villa, actually. Like, just for having almost no cards that don't draw. I think that is what you would do. But it's hard for me to see actually hitting 8 here, unless I'm like just going to workshop some silver or something. Oh, he didn't activate his menagerie. That's rough. Didn't even notice that. Doesn't look like a good turn. I was kind of hoping he'd play Farmer's Market to get the pile closer to turning over. That way I can workshop 2 Farmer's Markets and then play 3, get the points. And I guess at that point I might actually be able to afford pathfinding. Having to get 3 Farmer's Markets this turn seems like and play them all seems like a stretch. Not impossible, but difficult. Have to like gain 2 of them and then gain 1 and gain Villa. Something like that. Okay, so he has gear activate menagerie. So his turn should be fine. I mean, overall he has, I think his deck is less explosive than mine is, but still doing stuff. He's basically got, in the 2 lurkers, he basically has the replacement for the workshop that I have. So we're actually in pretty similar positions, except I have more villas, I have more menageries. I maybe have trashed fewer coppers. Maybe we've trashed the same number. I'm not really sure. It's either I've trashed 2 and he's trashed 4, or we've each trashed 3. I'm not sure which. Oh, I've got the Ranger. He doesn't have the Ranger. And I think, yeah, I mean, I have more menageries, so I should have more overdraw. Even without accounting for the Ranger. Oh, I will want to gain another Ranger this turn, too. Yeah, it could be really hard to get the Farmer's Market points this turn. I mean, I guess if I don't need the Ranger draw, I can leave the token where it is and not play it, and then I don't need to gain another Ranger so much. The lurkers do give him some pile control because he can just straight trash piles. But doesn't matter like a whole lot just yet. How many? So there's. Do I have 5 menageries? I might. Is he going to pile the villas here? No, he's going to buy pathfinding. Okay, he did pathfind Villa. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree with it. what I will probably look to do. All right, so we got a bunch of copper here. We can always buy villas with it, though, so I don't think I want to set aside. To activate Menagerie. We've also got another gear to work with. Yeah, I think what we want to do now is workshop. If I had one more coin, I would just pathfind Villa probably, but I don't. So I think what I do is buy like play 3 coppers, buy a farmer's market, and then workshop Villa, play Menagerie probably. That is probably the most efficient way for me to save my coins. Although the order of operations is that's not great. But I suppose it doesn't really matter. Probably. Alright, well, we might as well play all the coppers unless we really want to trash one of them with Recruiter. We might want to do that. Let's play 3 of them. We definitely want to get a farmer's market. I mean, I guess I could... Oh, wait, I screwed this up. I needed the workshop to... Never mind. Alright, whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll just do farmer's market. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, we probably can get away with not playing the Ranger here. So what do we want to gain? I mean, we can obviously recruit a copper, or we can just recruit Recruiter even if we're willing to keep coppers around, but we probably aren't because the villas are about gone. I mean, we can definitely get another farmer's market. And then oh, let's see. Does the order matter here? Recruit. I don't think it matters. So we recruit and we trash. Maybe it is correct to recruit Recruiter. We can always use gear to set aside copper. But let's see, how much money are we going to have? So we're going to have one farmer's market that plays for 3 coins and one farmer's market that plays for 4 coins. That's 7, 8, 9. I mean, we'll have enough to pathfind. So yeah, let's trash the copper. Okay, so we play workshop, in another farmer's market, play farmer's market. What do we want to gain with the other workshop? Do we want to do the Villa Denial thing? We probably do. I mean, we could also get a Ranger. But we don't need to gain the Ranger yet. Right, okay. So let's do the Villa Denial thing, I guess. Stop gaining Villa. Villa, play menagerie, farmer's market, and end actions, half-find Villa. I don't think I want a lurker. There is a... Oh, there are farmer's markets we could pull out of the trash. Yeah, we want a lurker. Okay. We want a lurker. Infinite points, boys and girls. Probably not, but I mean, in theory. All right, so what's the pile situation now? There's 3 menageries left. 7 lurkers, 6 gears, and farmers markets. I mean, I could definitely see an opportunity for a pile out coming soon. Yeah, I think we're just, it's just farmers market as the payload. How many coppers did I ultimately end up playing? Like, played 4 coppers. I just have 4 coppers left. 7 in the trash. So, and I've trashed 3. Oh, he got 2 menageries? Alright. Well, that makes a pile out more likely, I would say. Oh, right. That's a thing. Okay, so we can either do gear, set aside copper, or we can play ranger, try to find recruiter, and hope that we don't run into our other copper. I think he did gain. Oh, he did gain the farmer's market. Lurk the farmer's market. Okay, that's unfortunate, but to be expected, I suppose. I think we do gear, set aside. I think we can afford to set aside 1 copper. We don't want to play that. I need to remember that my villas work the way that they do now. Okay, so now we want to recruit a copper. I guess we play gear again. Well, we do have some villagers, so... We did not find another recruiter, so we set aside a copper. Villa... Play a workshop, and probably just gain the last menagerie. Although, I mean, we're not likely to need it. Maybe we're better off gaining another farmer's market. We just have 2 farmer's markets and he has 2. That's not a lot of money. Not a lot of money. You know, we might be at the point where gaining a bishop is good, actually. It occurs to me. Like where my opponent can't meaningfully take advantage of it. I think I'm actually okay with that. And that, because I don't know if I want to play the farmer's markets if I can't pop one of them again. And I'd have to play 5 of them. Is that correct? Yeah. So I have to gain 3 farmers markets, which doesn't seem possible anymore with the villas gone. Not with the villas gone. So let's gain a bishop, I guess. I don't know, maybe that's crazy, but all right, we can play one of these farmers markets, I guess. Or we could recruit it and then lurk it back. Let's play this villa. This villa. Also bishop it. I was thinking of bishoping recruiter. I don't really need 2 recruiters at this point. But are we? Is it better to bishop copper, recruit farmers market, and get more villagers? Questions. Yeah, actually, we can. What we can do is bishop recruiter, and then regain the recruiter, and then use the recruiter to trash. I guess we just use the recruiter to trash copper at that point. I'd rather have the villagers, though. Okay, so we could gain another lurker, and then we can gain 2 things back out of the trash, and we can just leave the farmer's market pile alone. So many options. Holy crap. Let's bishop the recruiter. Dang. Points. He trashes a copper. That'll be good for him, but I'm not super concerned about it at this point. And he didn't. So we're gonna get another lurker. We're gonna not believe in our opponent's ability to to play 4 farmers markets, I think. We're gonna play that one. Play Menagerie. Oh wait. I guess I just stick with 2 villagers. So I've got 8 coins, I've got 6 buys. If I were to I guess I could buy a province. Just for insurance. And just recruit copper. I don't know why I got the second lurker if I'm going to do that, but if I play another farmer's market, then I'll have 11 coins, which is certainly not enough to empty piles, although it's actually really close. Really close. And I regret getting this lurker. I guess the lurker is just as good as the farmer's market, though. All right, yeah. Let's just recruit copper. End actions by province, I guess. Seems uninspired. Maybe. I mean, there's no way he can pile, but whatever. I have to think so dang hard. We can always recruit the province. If it gets in the way. One province won't get in the way anyway, but I do regret getting that second lurker. I was thinking that I was gonna like not have to spend villagers to recruit a card and then get it back, but I was wrong about that. So then it was like, well, okay, this isn't enough of a net gain. I'm better off just trashing copper. But in that case, I would have rather picked up the last menagerie. Oh well. Overall, I think I'm pretty happy with my play in this game up until like that turn, and then I think that turn I didn't play as well as I've played some of the previous turns, but I think I'm in enough of a lead that it probably won't hurt me. Oh, we're gonna pick 2 coppers up, aren't we? Ugh, that's not good. That is not good. Gonna need to find those recruiters or something. Or the ranger. Stupid coppers. See, he's somehow not running into whatever coppers he has remaining. You know, there's one of them. Has he set any aside? Has he really trashed that many more coppers than I have? Like, these are the only 2 coppers I have left. He should have like 3 coppers left. He hasn't set any aside. I'm a little confused. I guess 2 of them were left in those last 4 cards or something. Pretty lucky. He might actually be able to get the farmer's market points this turn. He had 2 in his deck. Crash is a farmer's market. Oh, he's, yeah, lurking, right. If I'm not mistaken, he may not be able to draw both of them. Yeah, there's the 3 coppers. So yeah, he was just, okay, there it is. He was just lucky. And I will need to get lucky myself. He has played both of his lurkers, so I can now lurk a farmer's market back on my turn. You can actually double province, though I think that presents its own risks. Like, all I have to do now is pop the farmer's market pile, empty. Well, I guess he couldn't do better than that from a scoring standpoint. Hey, there's a recruiter. That's what I needed to see. Okay, so we probably... I guess we just lurk at farmer's market. We're gonna... Well, Interesting. Interesting. 5 cards to get through. Maybe it is better to just trash a farmer's market. Or you know what? Why am I playing the lurker? I don't have a menagerie yet. Undo. I don't want to play lurker. let's get more information first. Play the recruiter. Hello? Hello? Okay. So, I don't... How likely am I to need that copper? I tend to think unlikely. I can also just bishop something and get enough points to win, right? If I bishop a 4 cost of... The bishoping the province won't work, but I don't think I need the copper. I really don't want it. All right, so now we lurk. I mean, if we play enough farmers markets, so if we play to activate it, we play 1, 2, 3, 4 farmers markets, and we get 2, 3, 4 coins, which is 9 coins. Plus the 2 workshops. I think we just trash. Menagerie. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, workshop. Gain farmers market. We bishop a menagerie here to activate the other menageries. Does it matter? It probably doesn't matter. All right, I think... So we play 3 farmers markets, the 4th farmers market. This is what we need. Right. Okay. Yay. Yeah, so that was a that was interesting. It's funny that I got that ranger and I was like all set to play it to like draw in case of emergency, and I never did it. I'm sure that there's other stuff that I could have done to like make it more powerful, but oh, he's gone. Yeah, I'm sure there's stuff I could have done to make it more powerful, but yeah, like I said, I'm pretty happy with what I did prior to the second to last turn. I think the last turn I like underplayed a little bit, but yeah, that was pretty nuts. Anyway, thanks for watching. Long game. Holy crap, that was a long game. Anyway, I've got one more match left in the Tournament of Nations. That will be coming up this Sunday against Mistgun. So hopefully I'll see you then.